In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front axle seal on this Chevy Silverado. Let's get into it. I'm going to take the wheel off. Just use a screwdriver, pop this center cap off. Using a 22mm socket, take these lug nuts off. And pull the wheel off. We're going to take the nuts off the top of the strut, just push in the inner fender well. 15mm socket. Take these nuts off. If you can't fit a socket in there, you can use a wrench. And sometimes these are 18mm, but for this vehicle they're 15. This last one, there is a little cover right here. Just use a trim tool. Just pop that retainer cover off. And take those off. Using a 14mm wrench, put it on the top nut for the sway bar link and 14mm socket on the bottom. Take this off. Take the nut off. And slide it out. Now we're going to take the lower shock bolts out. I'm using a 17mm wrench on the top for the nut and a 16mm socket for the bolt. Slide those out. This vehicle has a leveling kit, so I'm just going to use a pry bar. Just pry up on the strut, take the leveling kit off, and then gently pull this down. And the shock, we're going to pull that out. And grab the strut assembly and slide it out. We're going to take these bolts out for the CV shaft, use a 15mm socket. And grab the axle, slide it off, and out of the way. Now I'm going to pop this axle stub shaft out. I'm using a fork tool. This is for axles, just getting in the back and popping it out. I'm going to hammer it with a hammer. Sometimes what you can do is take a pry bar and from one side pry it out and then give it a tap on this side. That pops out. You might want a drain bucket underneath in case some fluid comes out. And it slides right out. I'm going to pull the seal out. Just use a pry bar. You can use a seal puller if you want to, but pry bar works just as good. Pop it out like that. Take the new seal. You want to get that lined up. And you can take a seal installer or even a block of wood works well. Just give it a tap. Make sure it's going in evenly. Tap it in so it's flush. Take the stub shaft, line that up, and twist it a little bit so the splines are lined up. And take a dead blow hammer and tap it in. You can hear a different sound when it's all the way down. And just give it a wiggle, make sure it's in. That looks good. Now reattach the axle. CV shaft. Get that lined up, and we'll get the bolts started. We're gonna snug these down. Just tighten that one a little bit and then go 180 degrees from that. Snug this one down. Make sure those are lined up. And back and tighten it down tight. Now we can tighten the rest of them. Now I'll take the strut shock assembly, line this up. Take one of the nuts, just get that started up top. We can leave that loose, make it easier to install down below. Now I'm going to take a pry bar, pry up on the shock, get it in position. And then this vehicle has that leveling kit. So normally you wouldn't need this, but if you have one, then you add that now. Just pry this down. Tap it in place and get the bolts in. Get the nuts started on top. Snug those down. Now we're going to torque these bolts to 37 foot-pounds. I'll put the sway bar link in place. Get that started. And you want to torque this to 17 foot-pounds. Now I'll put the other nuts on. And we can tighten these all down. Now we're going to torque these to 37 foot-pounds. And take that wiring harness retainer and push that on. You can pull this back down, out of the way. Now I'll put the wheel on. And the lug nuts. Now we're going to torque the lug nuts to 140 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Now go around again, double check. Take the center cap. On the back side, you should be able to see where there's a marking for the valve stem. Line that up and lock it down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.